If you grew up watching the original Yu-Gi-Oh, chances are there was one monster you wanted more than any other. Not Blue Eyes, maybe not even Exodia, the Dark Magician. There was just something special about Yugi's signature monster. The purple armor, the mysterious music, and the feeling that everything was about to change when Yugi called his name and summoned him onto the field. Growing up, my elder brother and I would race to the TV every Saturday morning. We'd duel with our starter deck while waiting for the show to begin. I always wanted to play as Yugi, hoping I'd finally draw Dark Magician at just the right time. And then came the Battle of the Magicians. For the first time, Dark Magician wasn't the only legendary spellcaster on the field. He had an equal. As a kid, we knew we were about to witness something unforgettable. Now, this duel wasn't about overwhelming attack points. It was about pride, magic, and two duelists who believed that spellcaster theirs was the strongest. Watching Dark Magician facing Arkana's Dark Magician felt cinematic at best, but it was amazing. The monsters were nearly identical, but Arkana's version felt a little more darker than Yugi's. And the duel continued. And as it continued, the tension only grew. Arkana wasn't trying to just defeat Yugi. He was trying to be the master of magicians. And then the duel became even more intense when Arkana summoned Dark Magician Girl. For many fans, this was the very first time we had ever seen her. She instantly became one of the most memorable characters in the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters arc. Meanwhile, Yugi stayed true to what made him a great duelist. Instead of trying to beat out the strength, he trusted his strategy, the heart of the cards, and his friends. Watching Dark Magician versus Dark Magician Girl, and the powerful spell cards flying across, this duel made it feel much more memorable. Every turn felt like a magical showdown rather than a traditional monster battle. Looking back, this episode wasn't just another Battle City duel. It celebrated everything fans loved about spellcasters. Dark Magician wasn't simply Yugi's strongest monster, he represented confidence, hope, and the bond between a duelist and their favorite card. I remember spending hours looking through booster packs trying to pull Dark Magician at the right time. When I eventually did, it instantly became one of my favorite go-to monsters in my deck I built. I didn't even care if I had the best strategy. I was just loving Dark Magician, and that was enough. Even today, whenever I see Dark Magician or Dark Magician Girl, I'm immediately taken back to those Saturday mornings, sitting on the floor with my cards everywhere, playing with my older brother, and imagining I was just starting to duel in Battle City alongside Yugi. That's the kind of memory this duel created. Years later, the Battle of the Magicians is still one of the most memorable duels in Battle City. Not because it was the biggest monster or because the duel had a dramatic ending, in fact, but because it reminded us why we fell in love with Yu-Gi-Oh! In the first place. It was about believing in your favorite monster. It was about imagining yourself in the duel. And for many of us, it was the episode that made Dark Magician our favorite card forever. Now, I want to hear from you. When you think of Dark Magician, what is the very first memory that comes to mind? Was it the duel? Opening your booster pack? Getting your very first Yugi Muto 2002 starter deck with Dark Magician holographic printed? Share your comments and stories in the comment section below. I read all of them and respond to every one of them. If this video brought back a few childhood memories, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm Chris. See you next time. Peace.